This road leads to the Syrian capital, Damascus. Al-Qaim is the last Iraqi town before entering Syria, and also the last place where ISIL fighters were pushed out from. That's why security forces here keep an eye on who goes in and out.
The town is secured by dozens of checkpoints by army and AHMED. Still, there are small ISIL groups which pop up here and there, trying to disrupt security and stability of the town.
Just a third of Al-Qaim's 250,000 residents remain because of security concerns and slow reconstruction.
We're waiting for basic services to be restored, but so far nothing's happened. We call on the authorities to speed up their work to bring us water and electricity.
Everyone knows that we have no services. We depend on private generators. It costs $10 per ampere and we can't afford it. Most of us are unemployed and we can't find jobs.
Iraqi forces know their long-term success after ISIL's defeat depends on providing solutions in these remote towns and villages.
The people witnessed ISIL's destruction and atrocities. That's why it's key to strengthen the relationship between the forces and locals. We admit that security forces sometimes have flaws, but the Ministry of Defense, Intelligence and Military Establishment are closely monitoring whoever tries to do bad things and degrade the relationship between us and the people.
The fear and lack of opportunities are shared across Anbar and Nineveh, the vast desert which was ruled by ISIL, and even in the greener pastures on the banks of the Euphrates. These women told us that their relatives went missing under ISIL, and it's a struggle every day to put food on the table. Further upstream is the Syrian end of the river Euphrates, where ISIL fighters still hold a few pockets. The Syrian Democratic Forces on that side and the Iraqi security forces on this end have been able to clear almost all areas from ISIL. But the question remains whether they'll be able to maintain the peace after winning the war. This meter fluctuates with the wind instead of electricity. The biggest challenge here is rebuilding. ISIL stripped underground cables and power generators for copper and brass. Now millions of dollars are required to restart just this substation, which used to cater for 3 districts.
People on a daily basis keep asking us how we have progressed in restoring the power grid. People are fed up from displacement and want to go back home. They want incentives and hope. This is only achieved by getting power back.
People in Al-Qaim say electricity and water are life, and they need it desperately. In conversations, their worries outweigh their hope, but in the end, they say hope is all they can hold on to. Osama bin Javaid, Al Jazeera, Al-Qaim, on the Iraq-Syria border.